Uncle, I keep seeing businessmen at airports with diplomatic passports. They walk through a separate lane, nobody touches their bags. How the f do you get one of those?
You buy one, kid. $250K gets you diplomatic immunity.
Wait, what? You can just buy a diplomatic passport?
Small countries sell them. Cambodia, Dominica, Comoros. Pay $250K. You get a 5-year diplomatic passport. Officially, you're a trade envoy or cultural attaché. Nobody checks.
Okay, but what does it actually get you?
You can't be arrested in most countries. Local police see that passport. They can't touch you. Active warrant, tax problems, lawsuit pending. Doesn't matter.
That's insane. What about the bag thing I keep seeing?
Diplomatic pouch privilege. Whatever you're carrying is legally protected. No customs inspection, no security scan. You could carry anything through any airport in the world.
Holy sh**. And they just wave you through?
Diplomatic lane. Flash the passport. They move you along. No questions, no waiting. The same lane actual ambassadors use.
But don't you have to actually do diplomatic work?
Technically, yes. In reality, nobody follows up. You renew every 5 years with another $250K payment. That's $50K a year for full diplomatic immunity.
Who's actually doing this?
Wealthy people from unstable countries, business travelers who move large amounts of cash, anyone with a legal problem they want to stay ahead of. Thousands of them. You see diplomatic plates in London, New York, Dubai. Half of those people never set foot in the country on the passport.
And this is legal?
The country selling the passport says it's legal. What you do with the immunity is a different question.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this stuff?
Because the people who know benefit from others not knowing. You just learned what most people never will.
Uncle, if I steal millions tomorrow, how the f do I launder all that money? I can't just deposit it. Banks will flag that.
It's easy, kid. Just go to Monaco.
Wait, what? Monaco? How would that help?
That's where you clean the money.
But how do I actually do that once I'm there?
Casinos. Monaco is full of them. Poker specifically.
But won't they notice I'm walking in with questionable cash?
You don't go yourself. You send an associate, and before he walks into any casino, you've already arranged it with the right people inside.
How do you get casino owners on your side? That doesn't sound easy.
Monaco runs on events, galas, parties, yacht weekends. Politicians and casino owners have been eating at the same tables for decades. One conversation is all it takes.
Okay, so you've got the casino, you've got the associate carrying cash. He just walks in and risks losing everything at the table?
That's why I said poker. It's special. You don't play against the house. You play against the people sitting with you. And guess what? Those people are also your guys.
So he's losing on purpose.
Exactly. The dirty money moves from his hands into your associates' hands as clean poker winnings. Casino records say they won it fair. That's it. Money's clean.
And the casino owner wires it out quietly?
Straight to Switzerland or Cayman, buried inside 3 shell companies. Nobody traces it back to you.
What about taxes on all that?
Monaco has no income tax. Gambling winnings count as income. 10 million cleaned. 0 taxes owed.
Holy sh**. Is any of this even illegal?
Gambling is legal. Laundering isn't. But when you own the table, the payout, and the wire, good luck proving it happened.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this stuff?
Because the people who know benefit from others not knowing. You just learned what most people never will.
If remote work proved it works during why the f are companies forcing everyone back to the office now?
Because empty offices would crash commercial real estate, kid, and that would destroy pensions.
Wait, what? Pensions?
Pension funds have $2 trillion tied up in commercial real estate. Everyone stays remote. Those buildings sit empty. The whole system collapses.
But my manager keeps saying it's about collaboration and company culture.
Your manager doesn't know the real reason. CEOs get pressure from banks and local governments. They just tell middle management to enforce it without explaining why.
The government is involved in this?
Cities lose tax revenue when offices empty out. Restaurants, parking, transit systems, all of it dies. Mayors are quietly pressuring big employers because their entire tax base depends on it.
So it's not just the company protecting their lease?
Office values crash. Pension funds lose billions. Banks holding commercial mortgages face defaults. Cities lose tax revenue. Vacancy rates are already above 20% in major cities.
That's insane. What happens if it hits 30%?
Financial crisis. Your hybrid schedule? That's damage control. They need partial occupancy to keep property values stable.
Holy sh**. So my manager has no idea he's preventing a financial crisis?
Most don't. They just enforce the policy and make up justifications about teamwork. The people at the bottom enforce rules they don't understand.
So what's the actual move here?
Negotiate your hybrid days in writing. Companies need that 30% to 40% occupancy more than they'll admit. Lock it in permanently. Remote-first companies exist, and they're not propping up a failing real estate market.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this stuff?
Because the people who know benefit from others not knowing. You just learned what most people never will.
Uncle, why don't we just move to Dubai? 0% income tax, golden visa, business is easier. Seems obvious. Why isn't everyone doing it?
Everyone is doing it, kid. Most of them are still paying tax.
Wait, what? You moved to Dubai and still pay tax?
Your home country doesn't care where you live. The US taxes you on citizenship, not residency. Doesn't matter if you're in Dubai, Singapore, or the moon. You still file.
Okay, but I'm not American, so Dubai works for me?
Maybe. You need 183 days physically in the UAE every year to break residency at home. Most people move to Dubai, spend 4 months there, fly back constantly for business, and fail the test silently.
So they think they escaped tax and they didn't.
Worse, some trigger exit tax when they leave their home country, then fail the UAE residency test. They owe tax in 2 countries simultaneously.
Holy sh**. So what's the actual move?
3 layers, not 1. Layer 1, you live in Dubai. Golden visa, 183 days minimum. You break residency at home cleanly. 0% tax on everything you earn.
That's what everyone thinks they're doing.
Layer 2, your company isn't in Dubai. It's a Delaware LLC, Stripe, PayPal, merchant accounts, all prefer US entities. Dubai companies get flagged or blocked constantly.
So I need a US company even though I don't live there?
Delaware, no state tax, cheap to maintain. Layer 3, your bank isn't in Dubai either. Singapore, UAE banks freeze accounts without warning. Singapore is stable, globally respected, no awkward questions.
So I live in one country, company in another, money in a third.
That's the structure. Dubai fails for most people because they stop at layer 1, and one problem takes down everything.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this stuff?
Because the people who know benefit from others not knowing. You just learned what most people never will.
Uncle, why do I always see private jets flying empty? Like nobody on board, just repositioning.
They're not repositioning, kid. They're running customs.
Wait, what? Running customs with an empty plane?
You bought a $5 million watch in Switzerland. Fly commercial home. Customs checks your bags. 40% import duty. You just paid $2 million in taxes.
So they use the private jet to avoid that?
The jet flies empty from the US to Switzerland, picks up the watch, not you, lands back in the US. You pick it up at the private terminal. 0 customs, 0 taxes.
Customs doesn't check the plane?
Not if there's no passengers. They assume it's deadheading back to base.
What about the jet itself? Don't they pay taxes on a 60 million plane?
Not if it's registered in Isle of Man or Aruba. 0 VAT on the purchase.
So they save taxes on the plane and use it to smuggle stuff in?
Not smuggling. The plane legally enters the country. They're just not declaring what's on board because there's no passenger manifest to check against.
How much are people moving like this?
Art, jewelry, watches, cash, gold. Some people fly $50 million in art pieces this way.
Holy sh**, 50 million in art on an empty plane?
All the time. Museums do it. Collectors do it. The plane shows up empty on paper.
That's fucked up.
And you don't get caught because private terminals have separate customs. Flash your passport. Walk through. Nobody's checking the cargo hold of a repositioning flight.
Anyone with a jet knows this?
It's why they own the jet. Not just for convenience. It's a mobile tax-free warehouse.
There's gotta be more tricks like this.
Offshore registrations, flagging strategies, customs treaties, diplomatic cargo. I documented all of it in the offshore playbook. How the ultra-wealthy move assets across borders invisibly. Link in bio. Probably getting taken down soon, though.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this stuff?
Because the people who know benefit from others not knowing. You just learned what most people never will.